Hi, today we're going to talk about how to download an app without actually having to put your hands on a device meaning an iPad or an iTouch or something similar. So the first thing you need to know is the name of your app. In this case, I'm going to be downloading GarageBand, which currently is free for a limited time, and I'm going to be downloading that on the MacArthur Fine Arts Department Apple ID account. So the first thing you want to do is type in the word iTunes and the name of your app. So I'm going to put GarageBand. You see it's a popular download right now. The first hit you'll see is going to itunes.apple.com, which is exactly where we want to go. So I'll click that link. That will take me to a page that gives a brief description of GarageBand and allows you to view this app in iTunes, which is what we're going to go ahead and do. Now, depending on the browser and the operating system you're using, you may or may not get one of these pop-ups. If you do, just go ahead and launch the application anyway. What's actually happening is we are going to launch iTunes from this web page. So in this case, go ahead and click Launch Application. So this will open up, in this case, GarageBand in iTunes. You'll notice on the top left-hand corner, nobody is currently signed in. In other words, there is no Apple ID that is currently signed in to this iTunes, to iTunes right now. So what I'm going to do is click Free, and it's going to ask me to log in with an Apple ID. Again, I'm going to use the MacArthur High School Fine Arts Department as an example here. Right. And what will happen is this will start to download for, in this case, onto the Fine Arts Department at MacArthur High School, their Apple ID. So if we have all of the iPads in that particular department set to automatically receive downloads, which we did set up those iPads in that way, every iPad that is currently signed in with the Apple ID for the Fine Arts Department will get this download of GarageBand. Again, GarageBand is a wonderful program. It's currently free, typically I think about $4.99 or so, I'm told. It allows you to create and mash up some music, edit music using sounds and built-in instruments in the program. Wonderful, especially for fine arts. Now, on the iPads, if I were to look at an iPad once this is downloaded, it may or may not show up as a web clip, what we call a web clip, which is actually an icon for an app on one of the home screens. If that's the case, we would want to, on the device itself, go to the App Store, and then along the bottom you'll see there will be an option that reads Purchased. Even though we didn't pay anything for this app, it still would be listed under Purchased. So we would click on Purchased, and under Purchased, GarageBand will be listed there. So if you go to an iPad after you've done this process and you realize, hey, I don't see a web clip for that app, it could very likely be in the App Store just waiting to be downloaded. So that's what you would want to do. Thanks for watching. This has been a tutorial on how to download an app without an iPad.